They're just selecting their decks, and now we are getting into the game. Pretty good openers here on Rampage's side.
Oh,
Oh, they decide
weak.
to
Oh,
bring it
well,
on.
okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's also good. The rare captain sighting. Love to see it. Joe, the legendary. Although it is being used in a kind of odd way.
It's kind of like how you open with it on X marks.
Yeah. Captain here is being used to block off the rest of the base, but there's the weakness with Captain that their tentacles or whatever are diagonal, so they're kind of easy to break through if the other person has diagonal cards. IceBreaker still figuring out what to do here. Uses leader, breaks right through Captain. Now we've got something going. IceBreaker is in a very nice aggressive spot here. Rampage is going to have kind of a hard time getting into IceBreaker's base. Rampage thinking about using a 312 early in order to block this off. Use the splatter color screen, but IceBreaker can still break through it. Looking tough for Rampage here. Seems like Rampage is trying to go on the aggressive, going straight into Joe, while IceBreaker still just keeps pushing and pushing onto Rampage's base. Very nice pressure from Rampage, I must say. The blaster here does get Rampage's special.
Can't say no to free specials.
Of course. Oh! Oh no. IceBreaker completely blocks off any access into their base. And so Rampage has to use a special here, thinking about specialing this Splat Bomb to get into their base. I am a fan of this. Oh! IceBreaker sees it coming, probably, and shuts it down before it could even happen. So Rampage here is forced to use the tiny Tentatech. Probably to build 2 special here. Yeah, they both end up playing Tentatech, and both getting 2 special. But I would say that IceBreaker's at quite an advantage here with having all of their base still left to play with. Rampage is running out of options here. Not really a place they could even play their Little Judd. I think the only place the card that they can play still right now is the Wiper, which is tough, especially with five rounds left to go. Going to have to bank it all on another special, I think. Stamper gets IceBreaker another special, which is going to help them keep their lead here. Little Judd. Seems like they're going to be specialing Little Judd instead of the Stamp, which is interesting. Maybe they're confident they could still build. Maybe Rampage is confident they could still build 3 more special here.
Oh. Is Rampage gonna claim that spot with Ultra Stamp? Oh.
Seems like top left is probably a best spot to play this wiper here. Or they could have committed fully with Stamp and charged directly into their base, because I do think that IceBreaker is going to put one last thing into their base to defend it before going all out with these specials. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised like Rampage didn't follow up with the Ultra Stamp.
I think a lot of new players
yeah,
are
they
kind of afraid to use their
they follow up aggressively and then they don't do anything.
Well, I don't
know.
know.
Then again, you know,
I mean,
I did that as a newbie at times, so you know, we've all been there.
that fits there in the top left, rotated a certain way. Yeah, I think a lot of new players fall into this trap of thinking that they can't use the 312 unless it's a special. Which I get, because that is its main use, but in tight situations it is a card with a lot of points. Seems like Rampage is having... Oh, there you go. And I think that's gonna be game for Rampage. IceBreaker takes the win. Very nice, aggressive and defensive gameplay there. I don't know. I think it was a really good game. Really interesting to watch. With some better follow-ups from Rampage, they may have been able to take the win. Okay, so we are at, I believe this is best of 5 again. So IceBreaker is 1 out of 3 wins. And we will see where we are going to next. Oh yeah. Seems like they're still figuring out. Okay. They must have decided on a map. Looks like it's gonna be River Drift. Pretty fan favorite stage, if I'd say so myself. But a very strong stage for Joe, and we do know that IceBreaker has Joe. So maybe IceBreaker would be at the advantage here if they're able to draw Joe. We'll have to see. Starting off here with some pretty good openers, I would say. Captain leading into, or anything really leading into the leader, completely blocks off their side. IceBreaker taking some time here, maybe thinking of some base combos they can come up with. Oh, Overloader is a very strong play here too. You see that a lot with like higher level players. Captain is being used here, yeah, to block off mid. Hopefully for Rampage, IceBreaker doesn't slam right through Captain's diagonal tentacles again.
Sorry. I've been multitasking a bit, I apologize. Okay, maybe it's for the better. I'm sorry.
Kraken being used early here. Use it aggressively. It doesn't break through Captain, but it is probably a last resort option.
Yeah, it could definitely be a tool to be kind of be able to break through, but I don't know how effective it'll be at this moment. Yeah, this is a weird board state.
Oh, I like that leader spot. Well, at least for combo's sake.
Yeah, that's a pretty good combo place. It's not super proactive, but at this point the board state's already kind of been made, so it's more about playing and filling up your space, getting your combos going, making things kind of work as best as you can.
Yeah, that's what Table Tour's all about, really. Improvise, improvise, improvise. Make the best of the situation.
Indeed.
A little judge spot in the top left there. I see it. Not sure if they see it. They're probably going to play Viper. Which does give a better special vantage point. So I do think Rampage is considering future special points, which is smart.
Indeed. Oh, like, it's not there, but it feels like it could be there for the E-leader.
Yeah. Doesn't look like leader is gonna have a great combo spot. I do see a pretty alright spot for Dynamo. But nothing really seems exceptional right now. IceBreaker here with a very organized looking base, honestly. I wonder if they have some combos planned out.
Possible? Yeah, IceBreaker definitely has to... Oh,
Oh
no!
no!
IceBreaker definitely has a good field set up for some combos. It's entirely possible that Rampage also has something, though I'm unsure what kind of combos could be played in a board state like this. Gnarly Eddie fills up the board, but if that kind of tells us if Gnarly Eddie is being considered, there's no game plan here, which is a very difficult place for Rampage to be in. Because yeah, this is going to fill up more space in a turn, but it's also going to make any future combos that much more difficult.
This may be like a wild play, but honestly, I would probably consider using 312 right now to break into IceBreaker's base.
Yeah.
Might not have worked out with the Joe there.
It might have just peeked in, but it wouldn't really do much. It's just, this is such a difficult place for Rampage to really work with. Granted, they do have more of the board.
On top, it's such a good spot for Tenetek. Oh my goodness. A free judge special here. Can't pass that up. Or maybe they can. I don't know. Okay. Seems like they do. Trying to leave some open space here. Probably thought that the heavy could fit in there, but doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
T-Tech here, trying to find a good spot for it.
That spot,
there's one up top and there's one right here.
That one little burst bomb spot just kind of ruins the whole thing. Just makes it so much more difficult to get it to work. That is a good play. That's a good catch there.
That's pretty good. Oh, my hand just popped. See, they both have good special. Oh gosh, here comes the chaos. and directly into their base. Reflex could be used here, but it seems like, yeah, it is. There's only 2 turns left, so Rampage is gonna go on a rampage. Ooh, what a good joke, Murray.
Ha ha ha!
Nice. Anyways, trying to find the optimal spot here for Ultra Stamp. I'm not entirely sure what they're going for here. Maybe it's just trying to get the most points they can. Maybe trying to set up a combo. I'm not sure. But either way,
Out comes
IceBreaker
the stamp.
clashes with it.
Ooh.
Oh my. And there's 1 turn left with the screen. What's the screen gonna do? Oh, a perfect 2 wide block.
There's the perfect overwrite that's further down, but
Oh!
I don't know
How
if
did I not-
Rampage is
No.
aware of it. Would
I
it
hate
be
that
enough?
game.
Oh, it's getting
Oh.
stolen by the little Judd too. I think IceBreaker steals this one.
You little rat, little Judd. Oh my goodness.
It's,
I don't know if they would have had it even if they overran it though.
well, no, see, the thing is the fact that, like, that was a little Judd. So the best, like, talking full picture, the best the little Judd could do is 18 points. That overwrite of the splatter screen was 24 points, which means that, technically speaking, IceBreaker would have had to do a little Judd that was a little bit, like, 4 points less to end up losing there. Which, I don't know how great that little Judd play was. It's entirely possible Rampage would have clutched that if he had noticed or remembered that splatter screen overwrite opportunity. I didn't see
That's
how
alright.
much the little
I've
Judd
missed
actually
my
earned.
fair share of perfect overwrites myself.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where we always see them, and it's like, you gotta go for it, and you don't go for it, and it's so heartbreaking every time. Everybody's done it. We've all been there. There's perfect
You really
spots.
get tunnel vision with some of these matches.
It's like,
I must win. I must place my card here.
the thing is too is everybody, it's such a small part of the match, but it's so important. No, you never remember to think about that moment. And what I mean is, like, special plays. Like, there's a few different styles of play that you need to learn when you're playing table turf. And I haven't really talked about this much, but it's something that's kind of just been sitting in the background. There's, of course, neutral combo play. There's aggressive play for shutting down your opponent. There's defensive play for stopping your opponent. And then there's special play. And we never really talk about special play as its own category. And there's a lot of ways you can play specials. You can do that as combo specialing to be able to feed yourself. You've got aggressive specials to break through your opponent's base. You've got just point-winning specials. So there's a lot of ways you can do that too. But it's like, that, like, the turn you play specials is a whole different game from the rest of the thing. And most people, especially early in, they get one turn where they're playing that game. So they never think about how diverse and open it is. And it's so easy to forget about all those details that a lot of the more technical stuff that we see from, like, Joven and Jack Shaney and Pinon and Traylina. It's really easy for those to get neglected up until you've put 500 hours into this game mode and you're like, oh, I could just overwrite the splatter screen with my own splatter screen, and that's immediately 24 points.
Yeah, it's a lot more complicated than it seems.
A lot of things in this game kind of build up with that.
Leader on leader here. Looks like they both have pretty good access into each other's bases right now. Sorry, I can't really add anything to what you said. I was kind of just staring at the game in awe. I was staring at the game autistically, like, oh my gosh, this game is so good.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid match that's happening, or game that's happening here right now.
It's interesting. With a captain as opener, and a lot of diagonal weak spots being left open here by Rampage, but they're not being taken advantage of, so it's fine. It is interesting.
Oh, don't need to take advantage of them.
I guess not. Rampage still has a big in into IceBreaker's base, and IceBreaker does not have as much space to work with. But yeah, I really think Rampage should definitely go aggro here.
Yeah, Rampage.
And that judge spot is very nice. Getting a free special. And pass up a free special.
You saw the Little Judd almost got considered in a spot that looks like it is very clearly a bait position for the Little Judd, where it looks like it would grant the special, but wouldn't actually help.
Yeah, with table turf cards, it always seems so easy to forget that even like diagonal spots, you need them to be filled up. The 8 surrounding slots. It's too many for my brain, at least.
There's too much math, too much number, too much thonk.
Yeah, I cannot.
Brain melt into pasta sauce.
A very early, oh, there's a good blaster spot, but it does give them specials, so I don't know. Wait, no, never mind, you can't even put it there. They do use the 312 early, which is good, because you should always consider using 312 early in a situation where there's no other option.
The question now is IceBreaker going to remember that a perfect 312 is just sitting right up there in their base? That's 24
yeah, they
points.
They did use watercolor screen last match too, so it very well could. Please don't get timed out. Oh, thank goodness. Ooh. Oh! Tenatech reaching into that little gap there. About a cost of chaos, I think.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. That was kind of the weak spot in Rampage's thing. Or Rampage's setup, and IceBreaker just kind of like waddled right through there. But maybe they can save it with a good clash or a good block. We'll have to see in just at least 20 seconds. Or at most. This blaster having a hard time finding its home. Opting for not to protect the area? Or maybe they are. Oh, just a splat bomb, okay. So, Rampage successfully protects their little gap of holy matrimony. And, I think this T-Tech here is going to be used to build another special.
It is definitely capable of granting a special if it's placed right. Oh, that would have granted IceBreaker a special instead. That would have been a little heartbreaking to see happen. Just here's the special. Wait. That's definitely a good play. Oh, IceBreaker didn't see it. IceBreaker didn't remember the perfect overwrite.
One after another, man. That's kind of heartbreaking, but I just go to show that these people are learning.
That it is a part of the learning experience, and it might be good to bring up during the interview. Discussing the complexity of table turf.
Apologies, my nose is acting up a little.
So, where is Rampage going with this? That's not gonna grant points. I'm actually scared. That's a little bit better. That grants a special. I see where Okay, he's trying to plan out his best place here. Is he gonna consider going for the pass? I think he's locking into a pass. Alright.
Oh! Might be going for Gnarly Eddie here, but I don't know. I don't really see much of a good Gnarly Eddie spot.
That did actually open up an opportunity there, and I see that Rampage has noticed that. Trying to find something up there, but it's still looking a
top
little
left?
dicey. Top left would be pretty good as well if he's able to get something kind of positioned. It's just the way that these special blocks are laid out. That's actually a really solid one. Yet that puts him at a 14-point lead.
IceBreaker might have another 312 here, so I'm not sure how effective it will be.
That should be a pretty sizable one, unless IceBreaker finds a really good play, which is entirely possible, because we do have specials that are right inside of his field, and I fear that that's gonna be it.
Ah.
IceBreaker with a clean 3-0 will get the revenge on Rampage. And this Rampage, it looks like it's come to a close as IceBreaker moves forward into Grand Finals.